A beautiful look there peering down on the National Mall of Washington, D.C. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Now from the southeast quadrant of Washington, D.C., a look at Nationals Park here in our nation's capital. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, as we get set to finish off this 4-game set here today, let's check out what's happened so far.
Yeah, and as you can see from the final score, plenty of offense to go around in the ball game yesterday. The way this one's shaping up, we could be in for more of the same here.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, as manager Mike Matheny will line his guys up this way. And set to go to work against this lineup. There you get a look at the numbers for one of the better left-handers around, the starter Gio Gonzalez. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. Peter Borges will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 136.
And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
Maybe a sign of things to come here. They may want to use their speed, shake things up a little, and here he puts this one down and they can't make a play on it.
Pete Kozma will stand in, and we'll see what they've got him doing here after the bunt single to start things out. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's the 2-0. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Ball 3.
You get the leadoff single, and now you got a 3-1 count. He's already in a little hot water here to start the ball game.
Good job.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And this is a two-seam fastball with a little bit of life to it. I mean, they'll often run east to west or vice versa depending on the pitcher's handedness. He just had no answer for this one.
Michael Lee will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least. Currently third in home runs in the National League. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
Shake it off. Let's get to.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Runners on first with one down. Now this is hit sharply toward the hole, and it's going to find its way past Desmond into left, a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only one away.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Alan Craig will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Oh, and that caught a piece of him as it went by. Now a long throw home. And they'll try to salvage something here, but to no avail. And now we'll have to check and see if he's okay. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Yadier Molina will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
The next pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to LaRoche is in time, and thanks to the double play ball, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Starting lineup for Washington looks like this. And this lineup will have its work cut out for it as they'll square off against a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, left-hander Johan Santana. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. And there you see Denard Span as he gets ready to lead off the home half of inning number 1. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The 2-2 coming. Full count now. 3-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here as they're trying to get that run right back here in the first.
Yeah, not what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
Anthony Rendon will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. And that's waved at and missed 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
All right, Nashville.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And a perfect double play ball here for Peralta. To Ellis for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Batting third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that'll bring forward the power-hitting third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he struck him out, and that's going to earn him a big ovation, I would think, as that is career strikeout number 2,000 in his big league career. And look at that. With that strikeout, he's now recorded an even 2,000 for his career, putting him next to some pretty big names in baseball history.
And now you're talking, Matt. 1,000 strikeouts is not bad. But when you reach the 2,000 plateau, you're mowing them down at a pretty phenomenal pace. And while it helps to have overpowering, overwhelming stuff, you don't reach 2,000 strikeouts simply by throwing it by hitters. You've got to still pitch. You've got to mix up your pitches, jump ahead of the guys, and close them out. He's clearly done that, so this is a pretty special moment for him.
And this pitch misses to Hairston, and it's a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Well, maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. Fouled straight back. On a big swing there at a fastball, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Yeah, that runner on second base was obviously going to score easily. I'm not quite sure they would have waved that runner from first, but it doesn't matter now as he's going to have to go back to third base anyway on the ground rule double.
Adam LaRoche will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Swing and a miss as LaRoche finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole here.
And you know, in this ballpark, you get guys second and third, you've got to take advantage, especially early on. These chances might not come all that often.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital. It's the Nationals 2 and the Cardinals. Matt Adams will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak. Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Adams certainly did enough last year to stake a claim to the starting first base job going forward with a .284 average and 17 home runs in 108 games. Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up way up there toward the center of the diamond. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Batting 7, shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
Johnny Peralta will stand in, and he's seen that average climb the past week or so as you see what he's done over the course of the last 7 ball games.
Let's go, GT.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
And this ball skied in the air out to Span in center. And there's the second out of the inning.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Mark Ellis will stand in as one of the stars from yesterday's ball game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Three and 0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, at the very least, this is going to allow the pitcher to hit here in this inning now instead of having to lead off the next inning.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And it'll be up to Johan Santana to keep the inning going. In there, strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Here's one hit towards the hole. And this is going to get on by Desmond. It's a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second base. And now there are 2 on with 2 out.
And anytime you send your pitcher up there with 2 away, you want him to at least give you a little bit of a battle up there. But he does way more than that. He singles here to turn the lineup over.
Peter Borges will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
And, they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Pete Kozma digs in now with a chance to at least tie the game, if not give his club the lead here in the early stages. First pitch on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Come on, DC. Let's go, DC.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Ready on 2-1. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Ian Desmond will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
The shortstop, Ian Desmond.
Lined into left center. And a leaping effort there, but it's over his head into left center, a base hit.
Yeah, the first inning was no picnic, and now he's already in trouble again here in the second. He hadn't looked all that sharp so far, and he's in danger of really putting his guys behind the 8 ball early.
Nate McLeod will dig in, and as you can see, he's got that average up near the 400 mark to start the season. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Check by Santana. Now the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
And this ball will be chopped foul. He'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. A runner at second, nobody out. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Oh, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now, the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Gio Gonzalez will stand in, and you have to figure that he'll likely be swinging the bat now. And this is off the corner and low, ball one. Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back easily. Desmond takes his lead at second. The pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Denard Span will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. Lee is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nationals leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Michael Lee is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Right fielder, Michael Lee.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
One on the way. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And this will be fouled away. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Alan Craig will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And the fastball is lined into center field. That's a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
So a runner on first with one out now. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. And here's the first pitch. Low for ball one.
That's a ball.
Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. And McCloud will make the play, and there are two gone now.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Matt Adams will dig in. He popped out his first time.
Go, Nat.
First pitch to him. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll stop the runner at second base, but there are two on and two out now.
Boy, it's only the third inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Johnny Peralta will stand in with two on and two out here in the third. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
Yeah, even with two on and two away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Cards strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1. Anthony Rendon makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. First offering on the way. Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit. So with the leadoff man aboard to begin the inning, let's call on our daily feature, This Date in Baseball History. Ryan Zimmerman will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch coming. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's a ground ball to first. Peralta for one. Over to first, and Zimmerman is set down as well. It's a double play.
Boy, not an easy play out there by any stretch. He's got to hit the shortstop in stride while avoiding that runner who's directly in his path. But he's able to put a good throw right on the bag, and they wind up turning the double play.
Scott Hairston will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Let's go, man.
Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes.
Here we go, Scott.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. In for strike two. Hits are even right now at 5 aside.
Here we go.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Foul. Now a swing and a ball hit foul to first as the first base coach had to do a little skip to Mailou there. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Nothing doing for Washington. They lead it 2-1. Mark Ellis will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Louis. Second baseman, Mark Ellis.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Oh, bad call. Come on, up.
In there, 1-1.
All right. 1-1.
And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
The pitcher, number 57, Johan Santana.
Johan Santana will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Come on, let's get you out here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Come on.
Fastball again, but this one's by him for strike one.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Peter Borges waits on deck. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Peter Borges will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First pitch coming. And that misses, ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Come on, Nats.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
A little bit outside. 2-1. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. To second for 1. Back to first, and he throws it away.
Well, that's always going to be a tough turn out there. This guy runs really well, so no chance to double him up, but they'll settle for getting that lead runner at second.
Pete Kozma will step in now. 0 for 2 to this point. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. One run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. 1-1 pitch on the way. Out in front of a curveball here as this is bounced on the ground to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Nationals lead it 2-1. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian here as it's Wilson Ramos that gets set to lead off the Nationals half of the inning. And a ball, 1-0. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. There to take it in is Craig, and that's your first out.
Up next for Washington, first baseman, Adam
LaRoche will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Inside and low, 2-1.
I got 2 on the count.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
Here's the 2-2 home. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, he's given up the 2 runs in this ball game, but he has punched out 5 already as we take a look back through all 5 of those strikeouts. No question, he's definitely starting to settle down and getting into the flow of this game.
Ian Desmond will stand in now, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. Now it's 2-0. Slider taken for a cold strike, 2-1. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now, they may not take any chances with this guy.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Nate McLeod will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Check by Santana. Now the pitch. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Yeah, and here's another look at this one. This is from about 1,500 feet up in the air. It's the blimp cam, everybody. And you saw the jump he got, and he had that one stolen easy.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And for Desmond, his 3rd bag here in the month of April. Santana working on 68 pitches to this point in the afternoon. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
You can't try to outthink him up there. Just get a good pitch and square it up.
Line drive now. Way to go, Matt.
And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. 1 left for Washington as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Michael Lee will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Michael Lee.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Alan Craig will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. First pitch coming. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
See you later, St. Louis.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. He'll try it again, 3-2. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. On a ball hit hard down the line toward the coaching box, it's a foul ball. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And you know what? You hate giving up walks, but with a one-run lead and a guy like this up there, better to put him on first than to challenge him and give him a shot to tie the ball game.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Nice work, buddy.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 0-2 to Molina. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
One ball, two strikes.
Runners on first with one down. Oh, lots of real estate on the right side of the infield here as he steers this one into right, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly, so it's runners at first and second now with one man out.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
Matt Adams will stride in. Popped out and singled in his two trips. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. And a bit too high with that one, it's 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. Desmond for one. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Nationals 2 and the Cardinals 1. Gio Gonzalez will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
Pitcher, Gio Gonzalez.
Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. On deck, there you see Denard Span. He'll hit next. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Here we go.
And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Denard Span will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Anthony Rendon will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Span runs. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Throw down to second here is by him and into center field. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot as he gets it back in to prevent any further trouble.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
I think this is one of those at-bats where he just couldn't help himself out there. And we're going to check it out again right here on Showtrack. The thing that stands out right away, well, look at the pitches. Are any of them even strikes? I mean, if you have a little bit more discipline as a hitter, you might be looking at a 3-0 count instead of going back to sit on the bench.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in looking to turn things around. He's struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start. Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
And he reaches out to fight this one off as the count moves to 0-2 now. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nationals leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Johnny Peralta will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Now the first pitch. Right there for strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Fouled back. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Let's go.
And this is fouled at the plate. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
Huh. And this is one of those at-bats where if you're on the mound, you got to be saying, look, Uncle, I'll just lay it in there. You know, in the end, they get the flyout, but boy, it sure took a lot of pitches to get there.
Try your bat. Make sure you use it this time. Swing.
Curveball that time, but he's not fooled as it's sent into right field for a base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Matt Holliday has moved out into the on-deck circle, so that'll signal the end for Santana in this one.
Matt Holliday.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Here comes the 1-0. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. And McLeod will make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
Peter Borges will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. Now the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
1-1.
That's the ball. 1-1. Hey, yo! Try opening your eyes for the next pitch.
Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. And now this is on the ground for the third baseman, Zimmerman. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. One left for the Cardinals. They're down 2-1. Lance Lynn will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the sixth.
Number 31, Lance Lynn.
Scott Hairston will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the sixth.
Right fielder, Scott Hairston.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
All right, National. Come on, Washington. We can do it.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Close pitch. Maybe just off the plate, but if it was, it wasn't by more than half an inch or so.
That's right. Good eye. Wait for your
The
pitch.
2-0.
Here we go.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And, he thought that was ball four, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Let's go, guys.
The 3-1.
Here we go.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball four to start the bottom of the sixth.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat right there. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Wilson Ramos will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
I think he bounced back okay from the walk.
Now
3
batting,
pitches, see you
first
later.
baseman, Adam.
So a runner at first now with one away, and stepping in as the first baseman, Adam LaRoche.
Base hit now.
Hairston holds on. Now the pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off. Now a ball lined to the right side. Oh, and this goes right past him.
And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
That play was just an absolute mess. I mean, if you want to see a manager lose his mind, try letting a guy score from first on an error. And that's an absolute gift of a run there.
Ian Desmond will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And that misses 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And that will end up a foul ball. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Pause, now the pitch. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Nate McLeod will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far.
How about a little pokey, okay? Come on, Nationals.
Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
That's a great example of one teammate picking up another there. After the guy before him struck out, couldn't drive the run in, he gets him off the hook here by knocking in the run with 2 away.
Bryce Harper will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And a fastball is in there for strike 1.
Come on, Nats, let's go.
Another fastball, another called strike. 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We're through 6 full. It's the Nationals 4 and the Cardinals 1. Back here at Nationals Park. Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. Craig Stammen is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Craig Stammen.
Pete Kozma will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Third baseman, Pete Kozma.
Come on, Dad.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
0-1.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. Now here's a shot toward the gap in left center, and they're not going to run this one down. This should be extra bases to start the inning. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and he'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Michael Lee will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
What do you say now, Washington?
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Hairston moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a two-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Alan Craig will stand in, but with the tying run still in the on-deck circle, he needs to get on base somehow.
Don't let him score!
And this is on the ground toward the hole. And the throw to LaRoche is in time, 2 gone.
Well, this is a pretty high degree of difficulty right here. It helps when you've got a strong arm to make this play. You see him do almost a pop-up slide as he fields this thing, and then from then on out, it is all arm, folks. Boy, that's very well done.
Yadier Molina will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Come on, hold him down!
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Let's go, Nat!
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Hard hit back up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. It's the Nationals 4 and the Cardinals 1. Gerald Vaughn will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Gerald Vaughn.
And there is Denard Span. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Denard Span.
Come out, DC!
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Knuckleball taken there, and that'll even it up at 1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And that fastball, it's not coming in real hard, but after you've seen a few knucklers, that's a tough pitch to adjust to.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Kozma is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
So 1 away and a chance now for the second baseman, Anthony Rendon. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Boy, right down the middle for strike 2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Wisely lays off the knuckleball there, and it's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Here's a close-up of how he grips that knuckleball. You can see it's not really his knuckles that grip the ball, but rather his fingernails that really dig into the seams. And that's such a tough pitch to throw, and even more difficult to master.
So 2 are gone now for Ryan Zimmerman. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Swung on and hit softly on a line. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there and snares it for out number 3. So nothing happening this time around. 8th inning coming up. Washington leads this one 4-1. Tyler Clippard will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Tyler Clippard.
Matt Adams will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
First baseman, Matt Adams.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. In there, 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Let's go Nats.
The pitch. High in the air and deep down the left field line. McLouth ranges into foul territory as he makes the catch out near the wall for out number 1. 8th inning here from our nation's capital. Homestanding Nationals lead this one as you get a look at the line score through the first 7 and change. Johnny Peralta will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Here's a 1-0. Look out. 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that'll be a base hit for Peralta.
Yeah, a nice effort here at third. It gets on him pretty quickly. Maybe if he's a foot taller, he's got a shot, but this one had left field written all over it.
Mark Ellis will step in. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. A ball hit softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting one out.
John Jay will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 19, John Jay.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is swung on and missed. Might have even been a foul tip that's held on to, but either way, the side is retired. Cards leave one. They trail it 4-1. Trevor Rosenthal is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Trevor Rosenthal.
Scott Hairston will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Right fielder, Scott Hairston.
Now some stirring in the Cardinal bullpen as the right-hander Jason Mott has begun throwing. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Go, Dad.
Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here now the 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Oh, that's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Wilson Ramos will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. There to play it is Borges, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, not his most fluid swing there. You could see he wasn't really able to generate a whole lot of torque there, and this is an easy play out in center field.
Adam LaRoche will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. First pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Yes and no.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And they can't get LaRoche to chase there as that evens things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Washington as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Your attention, please.
Ninth inning save opportunity now as they'll turn this one over to the closer, Rafael Soriano.
Soriano.
Peter Borges will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Center fielder, Peter Borges.
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. And there's ball one. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And not the start they were hoping for, as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the ninth.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number one.
Cosma.
Pete Cosma will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Michael Lee will stand in as their last chance now. Good live fastball there from Soriano at strike one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Has to reach for that one as he fouls it away to the right side. It's 1-2 now. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, he's proving to be more than adequate in this closer's role. Soriano comes on to get the final 3 outs and pick up the save.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 4-1. So long from Washington.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Washington Nationals. 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For St. Louis, 1 run on 9 hits. 1 error and 13 runners left on base. The winning pitcher is Gio Gonzalez. His record is now 1-1. The save to Rafael Soriano, his 5th. The loss goes to Johan Santana. He falls to 1-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Our paid attendance at Nationals Park this afternoon, 41,222. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.